Good morning, students. And before I start our English period, I want to congratulate to all of you and welcome to all in your new standard. So, today in this period, I am going to start with textbook first unit, which include one story, Who Did Patrick's Homework, and one poem, A House, a Home. So let's begin with Who Did Patrick's Homework. It's written by Carol Murray. So first of all, tell me, you all who like homeworks, do you do your homework by yourself or do you get help, and what homework do you usually have? I know your answer, some of the answer of this question. Now, according to chapter name, some idea we get in our mind that chapter is about who do Patrick homework. If Patrick is not doing his homework by himself, then who will do? And if there is no one else who is doing Patrick homework, then also one question in our mind that Patrick is doing his homework by himself, yes or no? So let's find answer of this question. Patrick never did homework. Too boring, he said. He played hockey and basketball and Nintendo. Instead, his teachers told him, Patrick, do your homework or you won't learn a thing. And it's true, sometimes he did feel like an ignoramus, but what could he do? He hated homework. So from the first paragraph, we come to know that Patrick don't like to do homework. He played hockey and basketball and Nintendo. Nintendo meaning is given in our textbook, a video game. Instead of doing homework, he playing his games. So Patrick teacher always told him that you do your homework or you don't want to learn the things, and it's true that sometimes he did feel like an ignoramus. Ignoramus means an ignorant person who lacks education, but what could he do? He don't like homework. He hated homework. Then one day he found his cat playing with a little doll and he grabbed it away. To his surprise, it wasn't a doll at all, but a man of the tiniest size. He had a little wool shirt with old-fashioned breeches and a high tall hat, much like a witch's. He yelled, Save me! Don't give me back to that cat. I will grant you a wish. I promise you that. So one day he found his cat playing with a little doll and he grabbed it away, means he take it away, and he surprised it wasn't a doll but it was a man of tiniest size, means too small size. He wear a little wool shirt with a old fashioned breeches, means short trousers, and high tall hat, much like a witch's. It's clearly we can see in the picture the shape of the hat. It is given. He yelled. Yelled means shout in a loud, sharp way. Save me. He is requesting for save me, please, from that cat. I will grant you a wish. In return, whatever you wish, I will grant you. I promise you that. Patrick couldn't believe how lucky he was. Here was the answer to all of his problems. So he said, only if you do all my homework till the end of the semester, that that is 35 days. If you do a good enough job, I could even get A's. And by heard this, Patrick was too happy and feels that how he was lucky. It's a great answer of his problem regarding homework. So he said, only if you do all my homeworks till the end of the semester, that is 35 days. So if you prove yourself good enough in your work, then I could even get A's. A's means it's about great. The little man's face wrinkled like a dishcloth thrown in the hamper. He kicked his legs and doubled his fist, and he grimaced, scowled, and pursed his lips. Oh, am I cursed? But I will do it. The little man's face wrinkled. Wrinkled means having a wrinkles or a slight folds like a dishcloth. Dishcloth means a cloth used for washing dishes. So little man's face looked like a dishcloth thrown in the hamper. Hamper means a bucket with a lid. He kicked his legs and doubled his fist, and his face had these expressions showing disgust, anger, and disapproval. Oh, am I cursed? It means expression showing irritation, but I will do it. So here, grimaced means disgust, scowled means anger, and pursed, that is a disapproval. And true to his word, that little elf began to do Patrick's homework, except there was one glitch. The elf didn't always know what to do and he needed help. Help me, he had say, and Patrick would have to help in whatever way. I don't know this word, the elf squeaked while reading Patrick's homework. Get me a dictionary. No, what's even better, look up the word and sound it out by each letter. So, as promised, given by the tiniest man, by the elf. Elf means a supernatural creature of folk tales, typically represented as a small, delicate, elusive figure in a human form with pointed ears, magical powers, and a capricious nature. So, as promised, given by the tiniest man to Patrick, he starts doing homework. But there was one glitch that is problem, that Alf didn't always know what to do and he needed help. So, help me, he had say, and Patrick would have to help in whatever way. I don't know this word, the elf squeaked. Squeaked, that is, it means to make a high pitched sound or cry. So he needed dictionary, so he said no. Just look up the word and sound it out by each other. It's a better way. So, the student, in this video, I stop here. Further will be continue in the next video. So till then, up to that, thank you. Goodbye.